Angela Renee Jones, 145-58078-454-226-886048. Today is August the 1st, 2019, and I serve John Cherry Sr., you're now a woman. I serve Diana Cherry, whichever you are, man or woman. I serve John Cherry 2. You want to be called 2? I'm going to call you John Cherry 2. And LaWanda Cherry, notice. And the rest of your staff, you never had the right to take down any of my money. Now, when you started Non-Suffer-Lac, the primary person, shareholder in Non-Suffer-Lac is my money. You stole it out of the gun. You went in 9417 Paul Drive, Clinton, Maryland, and built your houses behind the gates with my money. The court told you to give me every property and the bank books, 2004, or get the jail. Now it's time for you to get the jail because you told members, don't talk to me no more. Don't allow her to stay. Faye Brown allowed me to stay 5 months and you didn't know it. And when you found out, you told her to put me out and I was just renting her lower level from her. And the billions still mine. 11323 Brandywine Road. And they put a gun capability in that house and paid it off with my money. 11323 Brandywine Road, Clinton, Maryland. Another property that I own. Now, Faye was not there. Her identical came in, and it has gotten old. But this notice is for John Cherry 2 and LaWanda Cherry. You do not own any money. You would never inherit a thing. LaWanda Cherry was born to my brother Aubrey James Jones Jr. and my sister-in-law Brenda Jones with 5 others. LaWanda Cherry, Shawana, Malcolm, and 3 others. I don't even know their names. One I call Strawberry Cake and one identical to her. One was raised in England and his spouse was, Gerard Robinson, once the state education person. His spouse, identical to LaWanda Cherry. Now they are out of their minds because John Cherry 2, I told you to see if he came out of my mother and my father or out of my sister, Ramona Diane Jones. I was told that it was verified that he came out of Lilybell Jones, August the 3rd, 1937, my mother. And he has not answered the alarms the right way. He has almost helped them murder all of us, and the billions are mine. He would never even inherit $1 million because he's a jackass. He's a jackass, and all the properties belong to me. And I don't have to fight his church members because it is in the black and white, every dime spent. And you're still spending my money, and all of those other churches, North Carolina, Southern California, you had Joseph and Michelle O's and White in Raleigh, North Carolina, and then Sharon Amity Road in Charlotte, North Carolina, all those properties. Georgia, College Park, Washington Road, Charles Jackson, and Charles Jackson came from my Aunt Mary Smith that they just recently murdered. Neither one of them are responding to the alarms, and they don't have clearance. They have lost their clearance, and they belong arrested. And I belong with my bank books and my properties. And I want them all 13. And the church from the Heart Church Ministry property in this city is not 3600 North 20th Street. It's another property. But they done ran in there and act like that's theirs too. But it's not. It is not, and they need to get out. And that one that sits in this Whole Foods and looks at me, Jeffrey Branson, was the pastor from the Heart Church Ministries in here. He is his same 9 months. And those jackasses are children that belong to James and Aurelia Lee, which I used to call Aurelia my first cousin. But my Uncle Holden, Morris J. Holden Sr., that they murdered 25 years in the Army, took down his adoption to them because they started switching them. They put them girls in and they was really boys, and they put their boys in and they was really girls. They did that to Aurelia, Sheila, Morris, and Lathelma. We all lost contact because they switched them. Now he had his own cleavage, and he kept up with the real Morris that was a boy because he worked Pentagon, computer command, top secret. And my uncle Marshall Jose, 25 years in the Army, retired. Then worked 20 years at West Baker, which was Virginia Post and Box. Put monies to the shares there. That $68 billion belonged to me. I don't have to contend with Charles or Letty Holden. I don't have to contend with the jackasses that open Fidelity Bank. I have to put my money back. But this really for John Cherry too and LaWanda not responding. I don't want you to come on my properties and act like you have some say-so. Get out of Houston. The property you had in Houston with flowers as the pastor belonged to me. Now the stadium is really mine, City Christian Church, Houston. You don't have nothing to do with City Christian Church, people. That is mine, pastor and founder. Same thing in LA. I serve Fred Price-them notice and Betty Price-them. Because your multiple birth siblings are murderers to me. John Stockton, Sonny Bono, George Smith, and George Smith. Tired of that. Something different has to happen, people. Because I earned my real doctorate. Y'all call yourselves doctors because you done been in the heretic ministry, name and claim it for all those years. But get dehypnotized and then see if that's what you still call to do. And that's what I told all of you. Because you continually operate in high crime. High crime. You are not the bank. You move around from SunTrust 4700 to 4710. All place belong to me. Those two church office buildings from the Hothead belong to me. And by now, instead of letting them get dilapidated because you done built Strayer University at the end of the Branch Avenue line, and even though Tribeca, you built them Wells Fargo with my money, and you are out of your minds. And something different does need to happen. And I mean, I'm going to visit you in the jail. You are going to jail this time because you have caused too many deaths. Laura Bush have told you to come to me. She got murdered. Y'all don't answer the alarms the right way. Jail Bush, Wells Fargo. Now you're sitting in my 791 account. They have moved around on Allentown Road in now another bank building, which was Wells Fargo, Wachovia, City Fidelity, and they are accessing my 791. And it's against the law. They were accessing the heritage monies that belong to me as it pertains to Philip Morris and Airlines and other investment entities from inheritance. They have to be picked up. You have to shut them down. I said freeze the heritage because you thought you could go in there and take over, seize my moment, make me great, and pay for it out the heritage. No, it doesn't come out the heritage. Come out of Little B. Jones Foundation. And that's in SunTrust too, with trillions in it, and they belong to me. And I ask you to verify me because I need somebody to rescue us. I'm tired of sitting in Whole Foods and the rest of them just keep murdering and stealing. This real.